It's how can I say this?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
I had a question.
It's like the unseasoned version. I mean, like
Y'all, pull up a chair for this one because Offset just lobbed the messiest alley-oop of 2025, and he did it with a straight face. On Joe Budden's couch, Mia looks in the camera and basically says he's never seen an ex go up after him, calls Cardi B's new situation the unseasoned version, and swears he's never getting married again. A single clip and the internet evacuated the building. Timelines ignited, think pieces hatched, fan pages looped that 7 seconds like a siren. Was it honesty? Was it shade? Yes, both. Instantly, the story wasn't just Offset talks. It became Cardi moves on, Offset doubles down, and one old rumor refuses to die. Saweetie. How do we get here? Why is the timeline split like a custody battle? And why does one lyric from 2022 still have everybody yelling? Let's unpack the triangle nobody can log off from.
Offset fucked Chrisean, Ari, Saweetie, 10 bitches from Starlets. Offset had chicks randomly just popping up to like the worst. There's two more names too I don't even want to mention because when I heard them names I was flabbergasted.
It always starts with a moment. Offset sits down, laughs light, and drops the line heard round the feed. Nobody went up after him. What Cardi has now is the unseasoned version. That one seasoning joke did what full PR rollouts dream about. Fused ego, heartbreak, and pettiness into a digestible meme. Within hours, the quote jumped platforms, stripped of context and dressed in captions. He said, what? He's not wrong. He's big mad. Meanwhile, Cardi stays doing what she's been doing, working, hosting, stacking polished visuals like armor. The contrast sold itself. He narrates, she curates. But a shadow lurked behind the soundbite, a rumor with noun lives and a Quavo bar for a pulse. Because if you've been online since 2022, you know exactly which name the comments dragged back to center stage. That's right, Saweetie. And that's where the gasoline showed up. Enter DJ Academics, master of timing. The moment Offset's clip trends, Ock revisits a familiar playlist, allegations that Offset was out here entertaining half the industry, including Saweetie, during the marriage. He tosses in Ari, nods at Tashawn, and teases 2 more names he won't say. It's performance art by omission. He doesn't need to prove it to make it go viral. The power wasn't in the details. It was in the pattern. Van stitched his claims to old whispers, screenshots, and that one lyric, then decided the math was mathin'. Whether you believe him or not, the narrative got speed. And once it's sprinting, good luck catching it with facts. Still, one question needed answering. Why does Saweetie's name survive every internet winter? Simple, because the internet loves neat triangles, and this one fits perfectly on a lock screen. The timeline did what it does best, polarize. Team Offset cracked up. Tell him you the sauce, not the side. Team Cardi dragged him. Unseasoned, sir please. And Team Saweetie, per usual, split down the middle. Some said, leave that woman alone, while others broke out the detective boards from the messy era. Jokes flew by the thousands. How you calling someone else bland when you stay in everybody's pantry? Man says she downgraded like this is my career. It was funny until it wasn't. Because under the jokes were people choosing who to humiliate and who to protect. That's the new sport. Offset didn't clap back. He didn't have to. The quote kept working without him. But the triangle isn't just noise. It's history. And history has a soundtrack. On paper, they're opposites. Offset moves like a live wire. Charisma, chaos, confession. Cardi moves like a campaign. Loud when she wants, silent when it counts, polished when it pays. He'll give you a headline, she'll give you a moment. He
talks about never remarrying. She posts wrist stacks, stadium smiles, and a soft life that looks expensive and earned. That contrast is why fans pick sides instantly. Some love the rawness of a man saying, "I'm the bar." Others prefer the quiet flex. New chapter, new rules, no explanations. And somewhere in that space sits the rumor people can't escape. Did Saweetie and Offset ever cross wires? Nobody put it on paper, nobody put it on wax, yet the culture treats it like fact because of one thing, a bar that refused to age out.
Effed my dog behind my back, Quavo dropped it on Messy and walked away. He never named names, he didn't have to. The fan math was instant. Ex-girlfriend, Saweetie, plus friend, Offset. It's cleaner than reality, which is why it's stuck. Saweetie went quiet, serving memes and glossy photos while dodging the mud. Cardi smacked the rumor around back then, telling folks to stop inserting names without evidence. Offset said nothing concrete. And yet, here we are, 3 news cycles later, still orbiting the same question because lore beats proof online. That's the engine. One suggestive lyric, one strategic silence, and 1,000 threads doing police work with 0 subpoenas. You could be right, you could be wrong, but once the internet believes a thing, it'll defend that headcanon like a PhD thesis. Saweetie has always sold sunshine, pretty girl poise, icy brand, unbothered grace. The moment her name touches a messy storyline, people rush to recast her, either as the sweetest quiet storm or the quietest storm, period. The girl's girl label gets tossed around, then ripped back. The same folks who love a polished influencer hate when the polish looks strategic, and that's the trap. Say nothing, you're calculated. Say something, you're messy. Say it in a song, you're opportunistic. So she does what smart brands do. Narrate with aesthetics and let the internet tire itself out. When the allegations popped again this year, she didn't drag podcasts or live stream tears. She posted a meme, let the timeline cook, and kept it moving. Sometimes not playing the game is the entire play.
You already know the captions practically wrote themselves. Unseasoned? Bruh, she's the whole pantry. Offset really said he's the upgrade, like we asked for the receipt. Cardi in the booth, like paprika, cumin, cayenne, mix that in. One viral post imagined a cooking show, Offset as the host, Saweetie as the guest judge, Cardi as the dish everybody orders anyway. TikToks edited Offset's quote over dramatic chef reveals. Twitter threaded fake menu items. Offset special. Comes with sides you didn't order. It was creative, it was cruel, it was cathartic. Memes make narratives sticky. They turn a complicated history into 3 words and a punchline. And when a narrative gets funny, it gets believed. That's the danger and the magic. Humor becomes evidence. Now try debunking a joke. Here's the question people whispered once the laughter slowed. Is this heartbreak or optics? Offset's never-remarry stance, the I'm him tone, the comparison shots, was that raw emotion or a carefully placed chess move to own the storyline before Cardi's next era locks in? On the other side, Cardi's glossy rollouts, black feather fits, and quiet, cozy moments, are those just life or a strategy to show thriving, not surviving? The truth is probably boring and human. Both of them are making art out of pain and content out of recovery. The economy rewards whoever narrates better. And Saweetie? Her best move is the one she's already planned. Less talk, more brand, let the wind die down by refusing to be the kite. By now, you can predict the comments without opening the app. Team Offset, he kept it real. Team Cardi, he's pressed. Team Saweetie, leave her alone. Then there's a quiet 4th group. People who think everybody is hurting in their own way and the internet turned it into a sport. To them, Offset sounds like a man convincing himself he's fine. Cardi looks like a woman deciding peace is expensive and worth it. And Saweetie moves like someone who won't mortgage her future to litigate her past. None of that means anyone's innocent. It means they're human in high def. And if you've ever lived through a public breakup in a private life, you recognize the posture. You stop arguing, you start living, and you let people be wrong about you in peace.
So here we are. Cardi B, the chart-dominant storm who learned to turn pain into platinum and chaos into choreography. Offset, the charismatic wildcard who can make a room scream and a headline sprint. Saweetie, the soft-spoken brand architect with diamond edges and velvet PR. Is this love lost? Reputation rehab? A case study in algorithm psychology? Honestly, it doesn't even matter now. They've already done the one thing nobody expected in a year drowning in noise. Made everybody stop and pay attention. The next song, the next interview, the each sly caption could flip the board in a single move. And when one of them finally tells it bar for bar, oh, you'll know, because the internet loves closure almost as much as it loves chaos.
All right, your turn. Who's really cooking here? The talker, the curator, or the quiet storm? Drop your take in the comments. If you locked in for wherever twist hits next, hit subscribe, smash that like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next clip, caption, or bar that sends this saga spinning again. We just getting started.